Okay, all three of you, welcome.
Thank
Thank you.
Kapkapiii. What is Kapkapiii to you, Tushar?
It means goosebumps, as the title suggests. Film is about goosebumps, and those who have goosebumps are that whole lot there who are up to some shenanigans, and they get to do some real mischief and play with the unknown and unseen, and let's see what's in store for them.
You've always been associated with horror films, right?
Not always.
Comedy and mostly.
Yeah, a lot of horror
All that I
comedies, there are
know,
2-3 horror comedies
I've
I've
seen
done.
your journey. Most of your films are comedy and horror.
Yes.
So how do you like, being associated to such films?
It's not the genre. It's each film has its own hobby. So I like getting associated with films that I think will be appreciated and enjoyed by audiences. It's not about whether it's a horror comedy or not. But I cherish this
Genre.
genre and the fact that I have been associated with it because it's worked for me. With Boo, we've met for Boo also.
Boo also we met,
With
yeah.
Golmaal again, with Lakshmi, which went on
Lakshmi, yeah.
OTT. So as a producer, as an actor, first OTT was horror comedy. First film as a producer was horror comedy. So I hope the trend continues. और ऑडियंस को कपकपी हो, हमें कपकपी नहीं होनी चाहिए.
Yeah, because horror comedies have not worked very well in India.
They've in fact worked very well.
Yeah.
Tea and Munjia.
Just now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Earlier it
भूल
was
भुलैया भी चली थी. तो अच्छी फिल्म होगी तो चलेगी, कोई भी genre हो. ऐसा कोई ट्रेंड नहीं होता है. Don't believe that. You know better than I do.
exactly. What about you?
Kapkapiii to me means all sorts of emotions. There's nervousness, there's excitement, anxiety, हर चीज जो मिक्स्ड होती है. मुझे तो सबसे ज्यादा कपकपी फिल्म के रिलीज के एक रात पहले होती है.
I know, Friday jitters.
जी, जो वो आप थर्सडे नाइट को प्रीमियर के बाद घर जाते हो और फिर वो ओवर थिंकिंग के जो एक लूप में कि क्या हो गया, अच्छा इसका रिएक्शन तो ऐसा था बट इसका रिएक्शन तो बहुत अच्छा था, बट यार मैं क्या इससे गेन करूँ कि कल ऑडियंसेस क्या करने वाले हैं, विल दे लाइक इट, विल दे नॉट लाइक इट. सो आई थिंक कपकपी फॉर मी मोस्ट क्लोजेस्ट would be to the release of a film.
Okay, you have that twinkle in your eyes, that naughty twinkle in your eyes.
Yeah, thank you.
How do you refer it in your characters?
मुझे ना बहुत पहले during my theater somebody very wise had told me that to connect audiences to how you are doing a particular character, your eyes matter the most. What is in your eyes will translate into the audiences. और जितना honesty और जितना सच्चाई से आप एक character play करोगे उतना ही better लोगों से perceive हो पाएगा. So I just hope that this twinkle remains for as long as it can.
I know, and half the work is done, when you express through your eyes. Because, do you agree?
Yes, of course, the eyes have to do the talking. Lines तो हम कोई भी बोल देगा और expressions भी मतलब अगर आप used to हो facing the camera के used to हो तो you can express, but the eyes have to do the talking and the character comes through the eyes. And a lot of actors we become formulaic after a point of time the more work we do, and I think that should never happen. Then but the eyes never lie.
Yeah.
आप कितना भी यहाँ से cheat कर ले, यहाँ से cheat नहीं कर
यहाँ
सकते.
से cheat नहीं, exactly, yeah. You've also done very good. I mean, you performed very well those dumb characters also. I still remember that. Wala.
Yes. Thank you so much. I've always met you for those films also.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how do you look at your craft being up, now? Since you've been in the industry for so long and I've done so many films.
Experience, life teaches you so much. I think as actors, I think we don't really exist in a vacuum wherein we can just keep getting better and better without really living life. They're both interdependent on each other, and I think the more we experience in life, the more, sorry for my language, but the more shit we go through and face the roller coaster that life is all about, the more our performance gets enhanced. Because I think everything that we portray on screen, it comes from somewhere. It can't be created in a vacuum. It can't be pretended to, it can't be pretentious. So that I think over a period of time, I think age has probably taught me a lot. age, experience, life, and I'm thinking that it somewhere will show in the performances also. The forthcoming performances of mine.
Yeah. What about you? What is your character in this film? Would you like to elaborate a little bit?
Sure. My character's name is Madhu. She seems like a very सीधी सादी girl, but है नहीं. मतलब उसके भी दोनों personalities हैं थोड़े थोड़े. But yeah, काफी सही है. बहुत cute सी है. She has her own wig business and she's neighbors to these boys with Kavya. Kavya is Siddhi's character's name. तो हम दोनों roommates हैं. And मुझे बड़ा मजा आया ये किरदार निभा के. बहुत कुछ करने को मिला नया. सीखने को मिला.
As you're talking that your character has dual personality, do you agree that even in the industry, actors, celebrities have to possess dual personalities?
No,
No.
I don't. I don't think. I mean, I'm also not that famous or anything, but I just feel like being real is very relatable. I feel like जब हम pretend जैसे ये pretend करने की बात कर रहे थे, I think when you do pretend वो दिखता है कहीं पर भी लोगों के सामने.
It is acting at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's not real, but still it has to feel real.
Yeah.
It has to be convincing, and the audience will you can convince the audience only when it comes from the heart. Somewhere it has to connect to your own experiences or something instinctive.
Exactly. You've done South films. Yes. Yeah. So we say that here it is weight and there it is weighty issues. Did you get my joke?
No, I didn't.
No.
यहाँ wait करना पड़ता है बहुत actor.
Oh, there's weighty issues.
Oh,
WAIT.
WAIT.
Ah.
Do you agree? But the things have changed now.
Things have changed, and I think to your previous question about being pretentious or not pretentious, my schooling has been done in the South. I've done somewhere around 6 to 7 films over there. वहाँ पे pretentious शब्द जो है ना, I don't think people are even aware of what that means.
Yeah, they
are so
blunt.
down to earth. They are
also
so
grounded, also
grounded to the T.
Yeah,
Means there is no essence of trying too hard for anything. Like if we have a premiere, we call it the audio launch over there. We will have our main actors and actresses showing up in like chuckles or like in like lungi, a basic kurta pajama or a lungi, you know, which is celebrated.
Yes.
And somewhere the fact that you know, South is such a thing right now is because that कुछ भी झूठा या कुछ भी फेक वहां पे नहीं है. जो भी वो ऑथेंटिक चीजें करते हैं वो लोगों तक पहुंचती है and they take it, they consume it, and now it's become a whole pan-India phenomenon where films from the South are very well accepted in the North. So I feel that pretentious angle, तो अगर मुझे आगे जाके रखना है अपने लाइफ में, I would advise myself not to. And your other question about the weight and weighty issues, again, each to their own. If there are any weighty issues, so as to say, maybe because they come.
I mean to say, when they choose a character, a female character, it's usually weighty issues.
I think it's really changing now. It is absolutely changing.
It becomes zero size.
You know, it really depends on your character. Like Kirti Suresh did a film like Mahanati, where she was playing a role of somebody else and she required to look a certain kind of way. Today there's a Sai Pallavi who is doing Ramayan, which is one of the biggest, slated to be one of the biggest films. And it is very well known that she also has some sort of a rosacea problem on her face. But it is so beautiful to see that there is an acceptance and she's doing a role like what she is right now. So I think that weighty issues, it's just about characters. It's just about, you know, playing the right roles and doing justice to that. अभी अगर वो role थोड़ा मोटा सा है तो आपको मोटा होना पड़ता है. अगर वो थोड़ा सा पतला है तो आपको पतला होना पड़ता है.
So what change did you find? Sorry for my knowledge, I don't know. Is this your first film here?
This is my second film. My first film was Kerala Story.
Oh, acha. I didn't meet you for Kerala. Acha, we were all running after that. You weren't here, I think.
I was promoting my film in Tamil. So I wasn't here for the promotional leg of Kerala Story. Not that we did anything. for Kerala.
It didn't need any promotion.
Yeah, you didn't do any promotion for Kerala Story.
nothing.
Only the director and that heroine was
Yeah,
doing.
yeah,
We
yeah.
met them. Yeah. So this is your second film.
Second Hindi
You're-
film, yeah.
second Hindi film. You're all gaga about the South industry. What about our industry?
I feel industry. I've actually worked in Telugu. I've worked in Gujarati. I did film
Tough
last year in
questions, huh?
Gujarati.
Huh?
Yeah.
Chip of the old block.
Yeah, like right question.
Mm.
I want to be a pan-Indian actor in the sense that if it's a regional cinema, I will do it. If it's a good script, I will do it. Hindi is, again, I've been born and brought up in Mumbai. All my life I have lived here. तो ये जो language है, मैं सबसे ज़्यादा well versed हिंदी में ही हूँ.
Mhm.
So it becomes extremely easy for me to follow the whole process. And I feel अच्छा सिनेमा कहीं पे भी बनाओ चल जाता है. हिंदी हो या Timbuktu.
I know. She's talking about Acha Cinema. What is the definition of Acha Cinema nowadays? Tushar, since you've been in the industry, you're a producer and you're an actor belonging to
I think अच्छा सिनेमा का definition बहुत subjective हो गया है आजकल क्योंकि we
हाँ.
can't go by numbers really क्योंकि audience थोड़ी बढ़ गई है so जो फिल्में पहले मतलब थिएटर में चलना बहुत जरूरी होता था and that would decide whether the film works on satellite television or not but now with OTT coming in you have to really wait to know कि picture अपनी audience तक पहुंची कि नहीं you can't give up just on the theaters the game is not over yet, you know, with the theatrical
just
run.
begun, you
It's
feel.
just begun. Then it comes on satellite, it comes on OTT. So I think the film, it's become like a galaxy now. You have so many more avenues to reach your target audience. But अच्छा cinema is वो जो audience को मुग्ध रखे 2-2.5 घंटे
Yes.
तक पॉपकॉर्न खाने के लिए मजबूर करे और एंटरटेन करे और उनका पैसा वसूलो और वो घर जाके शांति के साथ सो जाए जो आपकी चिंता दूर हो जाए ना वो अच्छी फिल्म होती
I know you're so tensed these days, no?
Yeah.
Because theatrical films are not doing well. What
Yeah.
do you have to say about that, being a producer and as an actor?
I think I look at it as a transition, like a correction, post-pandemic correction that we're going through.
But the
And we all have to-
post-pandemic correction is taking so long. Do you think there's dearth of good directors and good scripts?
I don't think so. I think we're all holding back and trying to understand what the audience is,
Works.
what is the demographic of the audience that is going to the cinemas today, and how do we reach out to them? So I think slower and steadier is the right way to go.
I know.
कम फिल्में बने लेकिन अच्छी फिल्में बने और वो हो भी रही है क्योंकि you see films doing 500, 600, 700 crores now.
I
वो जो
know
पहले नहीं
so
होता था.
much of.
So there are movies that are coming out that are now made for this new world that we're living in, this new normal that we're living in. तो थोड़ा टाइम लगता है correction में and we will reboot.
We'll reboot.
Yeah,
Everything,
we will reboot.
everything has a rise and fall and then come
Yes,
again,
yeah.
you know?
Absolutely.
Exactly. So what next as a producer?
As a producer, I have nothing planned. I'm still looking for a good subject. And as an actor, there'll be Welcome 3. And there's some
Jungle or something, no?
Welcome to the Jungle.
Jungle, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And there's
So what are you doing there? A little bit if you can
I can say,
elaborate
of course,
about your
yeah, I'm
future film.
playing this ex-superstar, like, I won't say, he's not an ex-superstar. Yeah, this ex-superstar's manager. I'm playing that.
Oh wow! But
Yeah.
who are you representing? Because we've seen so many managers.
Nobody particularly,
Nobody
but I'm
particularly.
playing.
Those days, you know, our managers used to come in Lambretta and Vespa and all.
नहीं नहीं the manager that I was supposed to be playing was a female character, so वो हो नहीं सका.
Oh,
So my name is different
it
and
would have
it's a
suited you so
fictional
much
character.
because you're so good.
But Ahmed की imagination है. Ahmed is the director,
Acha.
and it's been good so far. I'm waiting for that movie to get over. Some very good scenes I have in
So
it.
it's already been shot?
Half over, half over.
Half over. Still there.
Yes, yes.
So nice.
Picture अभी
And-
बाकी है.
Picture abhi baki hai.
Yeah.
Anything more you can elaborate about it? I'm so inquisitive.
Oh well, it's a fun comedy in the zone of welcome, but it's also very topical today. I mean, coincidentally, it's got to do a lot with nationalism, and it's a war film being made in this film. So the film is about a film, which is a war film. So, and then there's comedy, and then there's an emotion also.
Sounds,
You know, the kind of emotion that we like
yeah.
today's times. So
Must
I'm
be
looking
so
forward to it.
tough. No, and so different.
Mm.
And it has to have a up game than the previous one. What is the turning point you think that the audience will be thronging into the theaters?
I think the fact that there's such a huge cast,
Exactly.
and that has never been seen before. So many comic actors in one film. There's the regular welcome star cast, and then there is much more.
Much more.
So that will be a USP, I feel. I think people will be like, अरे यार, सबके favorite actors हैं इस film में. और हॉलीवुड में ऐसा जॉनर तो आया है, पुलिस अकेडमी, we had those multi-star comic films in the 80s.
People are
Right.
excited for sure.
So I think it's a new genre for India,
Do
but
you,
in the welcome mode.
in the and that kind of an environment, stars still can hold the audiences.
Of course, I think our culture is such that we idolize heroes and heroines and stars, but actors का भी ज़माना है, stars का भी ज़माना है. There is
I know.
OTT भी है,
OTT भी
थिएटर भी है, and अच्छी फिल्म में अच्छे एक्टर्स का होना भी जरूरी है और अच्छे स्टार्स का होना भी जरूरी है.
Exactly.
So everyone has their own space.
To have a good weekend.
Yes, yes.
I must say that you all should be happy that you all are not the damsel in distress. Ask me why? Because I can see you on the poster. Usually posters पे नहीं रहती है heroines. What do you have to say about that?
I think बचपन से ही पोस्टर पे थी heroines मेरे हिसाब से तो. But yeah, I agree. We're not damsels in distress for sure.
We're in distress, but we're not damsels.
We're not damsels.
Posters of
Good headline, huh?
I've seen posters of films with Hema Ji, where Hema Ji used to be the
Yeah,
poster, and the hero used to not be there.
Yeah. Remember those days?
Yeah, she's
But in between, the heroines were very this thing, not very happy that they were not at the posters.
I think they were just not maybe
heroes
written
used to be there.
correctly. But I think Saurabh, who's one of the writers who's behind the camera, and Sangeeth sir, of course, takes a lot of credit for writing these female roles.
I'm getting heads up.
Anyways, the film is not just there's no hero, heroine.
Yeah.
There is a romantic track,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
ideally there are all these characters, and every character has his
What
own heroism.
I know. What both of you all are doing, especially Shreyas and you.
Well, he's a relative of mine. Isn't he a relative? He's a relative of mine.
Yeah, you guys
And I am someone who's finding solace.
Oh.
I've had a little bit of an incident in my life, which is why I need to chill out.
Acha.
And that's why I've come to this madhouse to chill out.
To chill
Yeah.
out. Oh, that's going to be so crazy.
Crazy,
And
yeah.
he ends up doing quite the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Puts us in distress.
Okay. What are your future films? My last question.
I have this brilliant film coming out on the 23rd, which is Kapkapiii. Other than that, there is work in the South. There is work in Gujarati.
I would like to know more about your work in the South. If you could elaborate a little bit. And do you mouth your dialogues?
Yes,
in Tamil and
I
Telugu?
do speak my own dialogues. Yes,
Telugu
I
and
dub
Tamil?
for myself.
For both
Yeah,
Tamil and Telugu, both.
Not for Telugu. Telugu because after pandemic, I haven't done any Telugu films. I've only done Tamil. Because I
Tamil
really like...
you mouth?
Yeah, I speak Tamil fluently. I mouth my
Nalla
dialogue.
theriyum Tamil. Na
Theriyum.
Tamilian tanama.
அப்படியா
Ah,
தெரியல
Telugu
எனக்கு
తెలుస్తుంది మీకు.
உங்க பேர் என்ன
நான் லிப்பிகா வர்மா அது டிஃபரெண்ட்.
சரி ஓகே it's gone to a different
I understood everything.
yeah
He's like, I know. How did you know Tamil also?
I didn't know yeah
நான் பிறந்த ட்ரிஷில என்னோட அப்பா ஆர்மில இருந்தாங்க.
okay horrible super
So yeah, continue, sorry.
yes sorry I did one film with Simbu and Gautam Vasudev Menon. So that was my first film in Tamil, and after that there's been many films. There's with Arya, there's with Arun Vijay that is coming up next. So very excited.
Could you elaborate a little bit for my last paragraph?
With Simbu, I did this film called Venda Tarandada Kaadu, and the film did really, really, really well because it was A.R. Rahman, Gautam sir, and Simbu, which is the very iconic trio. And then with Arun Vijay's next, it's Retatala. It will be releasing next month, hopefully. Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing in that?
I'm playing the heroine opposite Arun Vijay.
That I know, but heroine what?
It's a thriller. Again, it's a film where there is a purpose that I am, coming in with. And there's a lot of twists and turns, a lot of, you don't know what is going to happen next. So, yeah.
Okay. Next, anything with Tushar or somebody in Bollywood getting a good
I hope
open arm
Sequel to
reception?
Kapkapiii.
Sequel to Kapkapiii, I mean, yeah, all of us would be there.
You'll be there sequel to. Who's
If
going to
the
direct?
writer
Who's
would
going to direct?
Oh, I think हमारे जो creative director है वो decide करेंगे. Yeah.
Okay, because Sangeeth is no more.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Lipika ji.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I could have asked more and more. Tushar knows.
Yeah, 2 घंटे लगते हैं आपके साथ ना usually. Yeah.
Thanks.
Just kidding.